Spurs have got a good manager and they're a good team. Pochettino, given maybe 2-3 years, can really take this team on. I'm very impressed with what he did at Southampton. The question is whether or not he'll get the time. We know that Daniel Levy tends to have the attention span of a small toddler. He jumps from autocratic British manager to foreign director of football and tactical micromanagement back to English autocratic. There's never enough time for anything to settle, and this is going to be difficult with the football that Pochettino plays. It's not just a pressing game, it's a group pressing game. There has to be coordination between everybody, and that takes time. Now, it's one thing to sell those kind of tactics to a team of honest journeyman pros coming up through the leagues. It's another to sell it to a disparate band of multi-millionaires who by and large all believe they should be playing for bigger clubs. It's not going to happen very quickly. When you press as a group, it looks wonderful, but it leaves huge vortexes of space behind you. It leaves you incredibly vulnerable. Eric Lamela and Robert Soldado haven't suddenly become awful players. They're good players, and now they've had a year to settle, so there's a chance, perhaps with a new manager, perhaps with a breath of fresh air around the place, that they'll actually come on and prove their potential, prove the way that they played elsewhere. They're good enough to do this. The players that have come in, Ben Davies is the key one, because he is, I'm probably putting the kiss of death on him now, but he's a safe left back. He does his job and he does it very well with the composure of a man far older than he actually is. Vorm is good backup for the goalkeeper's position, and Eric Dier looks a very impressive prospect as well. But the fact remains they spent so much money last season, so much money they got for Bale, they need to make those players work this season.
West Brom had a chaotic season last season. They sacked Steve Clarke early on after he'd had a decent start, and then he had a few bad results and he was gone.